Oh my God, the sky is falling. Everything's coming down. The government has once again screwed all the truckers in the world, and there is no end to the madness in sight. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see you. I can assure you the sky is not falling. So, oh geez, I always have this all planned out in my head, and then I hit the record button and my brain goes blank. So today we're going to talk about the FMCSA, this big, spooky, scary FMCSA, and the new proposed 68 mile per hour universal speed limit for all trucks in the United States. Whew, that sounds scary, and I, for one, am terrified of my future. Anyways, this video will probably bring in some people that have never seen me before. So hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. My name is Josh. I've been a truck driver for about 10 years, anywhere from company driver, lease operator, and owner operator. And I only say all that so you guys understand that I do have a little bit of room to speak on the topics I talk about. I know this adorable, youthful face makes you think that I'm a very young guy that's just saying nonsense on the internet that he doesn't know anything about, and only some of that is true. I'll let you decide which parts are true and which parts are not. So, any new people? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We're going to talk about this new FMCSA proposal to reduce the truck speed limit across the planet, across the country to 68 miles per hour. And first thing I want to say on that, is it government overreach? Possibly. Possibly to a point, yes. I would understand if they were to set a speed limit, a nationwide speed limit of about 68 miles per hour for trucks, but actually physically speed limiting all trucks. Yeah, in my opinion, maybe that does go a little bit too far. It does. The speed limit, hey, we all break that when we can anyways, right? California, looking at you. You ever see anybody driving 55 in California and you pass them and you go, what is that clown doing? What the fuck is wrong with that guy? He's actually driving 55? That's weird. Anyways, guys, what you're going to find out through the course of this video is I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I don't act the part of a contrarian just for the thrill of doing it. I really don't. I like to think about things going on in the industry that I work in and decide how I actually feel about them. I was once told by another person here on YouTube, hey Josh, if you would just fall in line and agree with everything that everyone else says, then you would be more widely accepted by this trucking community. Well, I refuse. I'm sorry. I absolutely refuse to do that. When I see something going on in this industry that I've spent so many years in, I would rather not just fall in line and think what I'm told to think. I would rather look at it from my own point of view and go from there. So that's what we're going to do today. Did you guys... Sorry. I know this is going to make some people mad, and I swear it's just a joke. But did you guys like the last video? Look. We've got enough people in YouTube trucking that are already saying everything that they feel like they're supposed to say. Remember Flat Bill? What's up, mother truckers? Hey, mother truckers, the government's doing this mother trucking thing. And say in the comments what you think, mother truckers, so I know what to think. And then, mother truckers, I can make a video that people will like, because I just I want people to like me, mother trucker. So mother trucker, I'm just playing though. I'm just playing. I don't actually have beef with Alex over there at Mother Trucker. I wish that it's not my choice to make. It's really not. But I wish that somebody with that big of a platform would actually tell us what they think sometimes. That's all. Don't tell us what's popular to say. Tell us what you think. That would be really cool. But that's really my only issue. So I know some people are going to take that hard and be like, oh, he's beefing with Mother Trucker. No, I'm not. I'm just making fun a little bit. Don't worry. All right, to the point. So the FMCSA wants to physically mandate all trucks going a top speed of 68 miles per hour across the country, and the reason they are saying so is for safety reasons. I'm not sure I'm buying that, if I'm being completely honest with you. The truck I currently drive is governed at 70 miles per hour. I don't know that 2 mile per hour reduction in speed improves safety drastically, but at the same time, I don't really know. And there's a lot of people that study these things that know a whole lot more than I do. But I think they're hiding behind the safety thing and maybe not telling us their real motivation for wanting to slow down all of the trucks. But if I were to guess, because sometimes I like to get into crazy conspiracy theories over here too, maybe it's to get the goddamn reaction out of truckers that they're getting right now. And there is a reason why they want truckers losing their minds right now and acting completely fucking foolish, which is what a lot of people are doing. Now, I have traveled around the internet to catch up on different videos. God, I even went over to TikTok. Have you guys ever been there? Talk about fucking brain rot. Like, that place will rot your brain within minutes. TikTok, gross. Anyways, I have seen some of the pettiest bullshit responses to this that I would say that I could ever imagine, but being in trucking for 10 years and seeing the epic tantrums that truckers throw every time they are convenienced to just a little bit, I can't say I'm surprised by this behavior whatsoever. I don't know what it is. I don't know why truckers refuse to get out of their own fucking way most of the time, but I have seen the most petty responses that I think I could possibly imagine. Those things being, everybody reaches for the doomsday theory when it comes, or like the worst possible outcome when it comes to these things. If they limit all trucks to 68 miles per hour, then we're going to be trucks from coast to coast, bumper to bumper, all moving at the exact same speed in every lane, and it will just be a massive roadblock. That's silly, and you know it. You absolutely know that's a silly, silly response. Will it create more inconveniences for truck drivers? Yeah, probably so. When another trucker is getting onto the interstate and he matches us right at that 68, well, yeah, somebody's going to have to make a decision at that point. If it's up to me, I think the guy merging onto the interstate probably should show a little decency, back off the accelerator a little ways, let the other guy move in that, moved over to let him merge onto the interstate. But I don't know for sure. That's how I would handle that. As a matter of fact, that is how I handle it when I'm getting onto the interstate also. But the guy merging on matches your speed right at 68, and next thing you know, you got two dipshits pacing each other for the next 500 fucking miles because neither one of them can make a decision that would benefit anybody at all. Too much pride out here in trucking, absolutely. So yes, it will create those inconveniences, but the idea that we will be bumper to bumper across this entire country, just a slow rolling roadblock, absolutely speaks to how petty everyone is being, how absolutely fucking childish and smooth brained people are being with this whole thing. I have it happen to me all the time in my governed 70 mile per hour truck that the company has governed at 70. I'll let somebody onto the interstate and they will match my speed. That's really frustrating. Eventually, I have to back off because the guy next to me is not fucking going to, and then I have to get back in behind him. But one of the most frustrating things for me is when you run up on another truck driver, you're behind him, and then he realizes, oh wait, what am I doing? My truck can go 70 also, and then you spend the day looking at the back of that man's trailer because he wants to go now that he started paying attention to the road, once he finished his text message, I guess, now he wants to pay attention to what's going on, and you get stuck right there. You got these stupid fucking sensors going off telling you you're following too close, and you just want to get down the road. And this happens to me all the time. You know what I do? I seriously pull off at the next truck stop. I go use the bathroom, maybe get something to eat, walk around for 10 minutes, cool the fuck off, and I get back in my truck, right? So it's really not that big of a deal. It's just everybody's got so much damn pride out here that they honestly choose to put themselves in spots that's going to put them in a bad fucking mood because not one person out here can be bothered to just let off the accelerator a little bit and just let it go. Just let it go. Everybody's got to have the upper hand. Everybody's got to win. I have to let it go all the fucking time. It's just, you know what? Forget about it. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm stopped right now. A guy was getting on my damn nerves. I pulled over, went and used the bathroom, got me a sweet tea, and now I'm going to chill out with you guys, and I'm going to do a video instead of dealing with this dipshit that wanted to hang out with me the entire day. I hate that shit. It gets on my damn nerves, but all of us being governed at 68, we are still able to make choices that change the outcome of that very thing and our day. But the worst fucking thing I keep hearing, as I go to all these different videos is how they're going to spend their day blocking in the four-wheelers. We're going to block in the four-wheelers so that they can't get to work on time. We're going to slow them all down, and then we're going to just make complete chaos out here until the government changes what they're doing. We could probably do that unintentionally, you know, just being in the way, being big trucks. But the fact that there are some fucking smooth-brained people out here that are going to go out of their way to do it on purpose, are you out of your fucking minds? That's what I'm talking about right now. Let me get to that point in just a second. It's fucking foolish. Every bit of it is the dumbest response you could possibly make. You know, I've always said, because every time a trucker has a bad day, he wants to throw a tantrum and talk about we're going to go on strike, right? Oh, we're going to have a trucker strike because whatever absolutely dumb shit they want to have a strike about. What you need is the public opinion on your side. If you're ever going to pull off a trucker strike, you need it. It is an absolute requirement. You know, this on and on about we're just going to strike and we're going to get our revenge on this country. God, the last thing everybody wanted to strike about was rates were too low. Look, I understand rates went to hell. I went out of business over it. It wasn't fun. Not even a little bit. I do not own a truck anymore. Rates went to shit on me. Could we protest in a way? Yeah, we could not take cheap freight. But the amount of people that were getting pissed saying we're just going to shut down the trucks and shut down this country, human suffering is not the way to get humans on your side, obviously. And everybody was dealing with their own shit at the time. You know, COVID was going on. People were losing jobs. Inflation was absolutely kicking the shit out of everyone. And we wanted sympathy. We weren't making enough money. The general public did not give a fuck about us at that point, and they still don't. Don't get me wrong. What do you think that the general population thinks of truck drivers? Guys, think about it for just a second while I have a drink here. What they think is that every one of us is an uneducated idiot that's completely incapable of doing anything else. And when we get out there and act like petulant fucking children on the interstate, we're only serving to prove that fucking point to them, the people that vote. What are you doing? I am, because I like to get crazy sometimes, get in my own head and come up with my own conspiracy theories. Why would the government be interested right now in making truckers throw tantrums en masse, and then the result is the truckers take it out on the general motoring public, making them late to work and generally annoying the shit out of them because they're throwing a fit? Want to know my theory? Want to know my theory? There's a huge push for automation, guys, in the technology sector. They want automation. The trucking companies would love automation. Throw your ass out of the seat, not pay you payroll anymore, not pay your health insurance, not listen to you bitch about how you were sick and you didn't want to go to work. And I'm not saying that's not valid, but like not having to listen to our fucking complaints all day. Everybody in the goddamn world wants automation right now. Is it here right now? No, not quite, but they're definitely working on it. So what do we do? What could the government possibly do to help degrade the image of the American trucker? Remember, this is all just a theory. Maybe I'm fucking crazy, but you know what they could do? Annoy the shit out of us, to the point that we find somebody to annoy in return, and these people vote. These are people that are making decisions. You think for one fucking second when we come around to automation that they're gonna give a flying fuck about if you have a job anymore? They're gonna remember how you made them late to work. They're going to remember how you annoyed the living shit out of them because you couldn't get your way. You wanted to go 70 instead of 68. They're going to remember. Now, a lot of people say, who cares, Josh? Automation won't happen in my lifetime. Jesus Christ, that is more of the spoiled brat mentality that I keep fucking talking about. Automation's not going to happen in our lifetime. Do you understand how life works? We are all born. We grow up, we have children of our own, we die, the next generation carries on, and we're doing this selfish shit about who cares, it won't happen in my lifetime. I mean, does anybody give a shit about their kids' futures? I'm a third generation trucker. I don't know that there will be another generation after me, but what I'm saying is 3 generations of men have found this to be a career field where they could support their family. I don't know that anyone will continue to do that, but because my grandpa and my dad, a huge influence in me being a trucker, were able to provide for their families by doing exactly this. That was a huge reason for me to even consider this as a career. So if one of my children were to look at trucking and say, hey, maybe that's a good option for me, but I was spending all my time throwing fucking tantrums on the interstate to the point that my kids don't even have that option anymore, does it fucking matter that it don't happen in my lifetime? Why am I so interested in screwing over my own children and grandchildren? We have to think of the next generation. Will somebody please think of the children? I mean, my God. God damn it. I'm that lady from The Simpsons, apparently. But can we at least, for a fucking minute, think about our kids and our grandkids? Maybe they want to be truckers. And you're out here saying, well, my actions don't matter because all that's going to happen after I die. Your actions do matter. That's what the whole human experiment is. The whole fucking project is us gaining knowledge and passing it on to the next generation and then fucking dying. That's what we do. And we hope we do it right. We hope we continue to advance society in the right ways, right? But I do have one more point I want to talk about on this. There is a reason where I potentially see this as a good thing. Oh, I just lost a lot of people. A lot of people are real mad right now. Hear me out. Hear me out, okay? I'm pausing on purpose. We're all just gonna breathe for a second. We're gonna breathe through this. We're gonna be adults, and we're gonna think about it. Anytime the government stands in our way as truckers, stands in the trucking industry's way of being more efficient, it has always translated to more job security for truckers. ELD mandate? Yep. 70-hour rule? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, how does this translate to more job security for us? Anytime you're putting roadblocks out here in trucking as the government, you are effectively reducing the available amount of trucks at any given time across this country, therefore increasing, maybe by just small margins at a time, but either way, increasing the demand for an available truck with a truck driver in it ready to go get a load done. That is absolutely true when it comes to the ELD mandate. Everybody cried and bitched about that. We needed more truckers, didn't we? Yeah, we sure did. We sure did, because you just took all those trucks out of the pool of available trucks. You got to stop and get their 10-hour break. They can only do so many miles a day. It translated to job security for everyone out there. Do you not like job security? So let them slow us down, guys. I mean, if they want to make these decisions that slow down the trucking industry before we're automated, right? Let them. Let them. I mean, I don't understand what the big fucking issue is. I mean, everybody was throwing fucking fits about having to stop for a 10-hour break. I could get so many more miles done. Yeah, you could. Now that we have to stop and take that 10-hour break, I've been in trucking for 10 years. When I started trucking, over the road was paying in that 28, 32 cent a mile range. Now, that may have been for brand new drivers. Guys, in that 10 years, we have more than doubled our wages as over-the-road truck drivers. They needed us out here. More than doubled our wages. I cannot think of another industry that has grown that much. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not an economist either. But has increased wages that dramatically over a 10-year period. Double. We had to shut down. We couldn't move as much freight with a single truck anymore. We had to take that 34-hour reset if we ran out of the 70. You know, anything they do that slows us down, stands in our way, increases the demand for us to be out here. Now, that could be good or bad. I don't really fucking know. But if wages continue to keep climbing for truck drivers, it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad. So, I don't think all these threats to be petty on the road are going to do us any good. I really don't think they are. I think it's a really, really dumb decision. I think it further enhances the stereotype that truckers are just a bunch of fucking idiots because we're just going to be out here in people's ways. You're going to need their support, and you're going to need it soon. As soon as we start making this push for automation. It's coming. I don't know when. These very people that you decided to bully and harass and intimidate and annoy on the interstate, put that vote in front of them. Say, hey, we want to automate trucks. Give them just a yes or no vote on it. Don't worry, if they don't get a vote like that, they'll get their representation, you know, that will most likely vote with how they're feeling with that specific topic. But if you put this to a yes or no vote in front of the general population and said, hey, we have figured out automation. We know how to make it safe. Now, there may be some lies in there. We all know that, but this is what they tell them. We know how to make it safe. Those trucks are going to run, you know what would be smarter? Left lane. We don't want the trucks in the right lane because you're in a car, you're trying to get on and off the interstate. All trucks across America are going to be programmed to run down the left lane of America's interstate systems, and they will never leave their lane. They won't be texting and driving, swerving all over the fucking place. You'll never have to worry about a fucking automated truck that did too much meth or cocaine before it got on the road, or maybe drank too much the night before. You won't ever have to worry about these things because there are some dangerous fucking truckers out there. And those trucks are just going to roll down the road. Not going to be electric. You won't even hear them. You know, the whole world's going to go quiet because diesel engines won't be running everywhere. And hey, they're not even going to bother you. They're going to be over in that left lane. Hell, we'll even build a barrier down that fucking thing. So when one of them does fuck up, it's just going to smash in that barrier. You guys get a good video for your TikTok out of it. You go viral. You make a few $1,000s because you were able to record that, and fuck, everything's right in the world. They are gonna vote our goofy asses out of the truck the very fucking minute they can. The very minute they can. Now, is there anything that can save that? I'd say probably not. I think they will anyways. But maybe you change a few minds out there. Maybe just a few. I don't know. But when you're making it a point to get on people's fucking nerves out here and make them late for their jobs, or, you know, just screw with them any way possible, wait till that ball's in their court and they get to make the decision on your future, your job. And there will be people lining up to put your silly ass out of work. I promise you that. I promise you that. We got to find a better way, and this is not it. This is not the reasonable response you think it is. Not at all. Just because we're in big trucks don't mean we get to bully our way around the fucking country. Fuck around and find out. That's the stages we're in. We got to stop, though. Unpopular opinion yet again, but that's the way I feel. Bye.